Do you recognize the early warning signs of a heart attack? Today we're delving into the vital topic of heart attack symptoms. It's essential to spot these signs early on as they can help prevent severe damage or even save a life. Remember, these symptoms can vary greatly. Some individuals might experience a range of symptoms, while others might not have any at all. That's why understanding and recognizing these signs is so important. So, it's crucial to be familiar with these early warning signs. One of the most common symptoms of a heart attack is chest discomfort. Now, this discomfort can manifest itself in a variety of ways. It may feel like a pressure, as if an enormous weight is pressing down on your chest, or it can present as a tightness, likened to a band being wrapped around your chest and gradually tightened. Some people describe it as an intense pain, a deep, sharp, stabbing or burning sensation that can be quite alarming. Equally, it may be more of a squeezing sensation, as if your chest is in the grip of an invisible hand, or it could feel like a dull ache, a throbbing that won't go away. This discomfort can radiate too. It can spread from your chest to your arms, making them feel heavy or numb. It might creep up to your neck, causing a prickling sensation, or reach around to your back, making it feel sore and stiff. It could even descend to your jaw, bringing a sharp toothache-like pain. But here's the thing. This chest discomfort may not be severe. It might be subtle, a nagging feeling that something isn't quite right, and it may not even be the most noticeable symptom you experience, particularly if you're a woman. Many women report feeling an unusual level of fatigue, breathlessness, or a sudden feeling of anxiety. If you experience such discomfort, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. Time is of the essence when it comes to heart attacks. The sooner you get help, the better your chances of survival and recovery. Another common symptom is shortness of breath. You know, that uncomfortable sensation where it feels like you can't quite catch your breath, or like you've just sprinted a mile when all you've done is walk up a flight of stairs? That's what we're talking about here. This can occur with or without chest discomfort, and it's important to understand that it's not just a sign of being out of shape or tired. It can be a warning sign that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen. Now, why is this important? Well, your heart is a muscle, and just like any other muscle in your body, it needs oxygen to function. When your heart doesn't get enough oxygen, it can't pump blood as effectively, which can lead to a heart attack. So if you're experiencing unexpected or unexplained shortness of breath, don't just brush it off as nothing. Don't ignore this symptom. It could be a sign of a heart attack. Heart attacks can also cause a variety of other physical symptoms. One such symptom is a cold sweat. Now, it's perfectly normal to break into a sweat when it's hot or you're exerting yourself. But a cold sweat related to a heart attack is different. It's sudden and intense, often leaving you drenched even if the room is cool. It's your body's way of signaling that something is seriously wrong. Nausea is another symptom that often gets overlooked. You might feel sick to your stomach or even vomit. It's easy to mistake this for food poisoning or a stomach bug, but it could be your heart. Particularly in women, nausea or vomiting can occur during a heart attack. Lightheadedness is yet another symptom that can be indicative of a heart attack. You might feel dizzy, as if the room is spinning, or you might feel like you're going to faint. This happens because your heart isn't pumping enough blood to your brain. It's easy to brush this off as dehydration or a momentary lapse, but it's crucial to pay attention to this sign. Fatigue, too, can be a warning sign. It's not just about feeling tired. It's a crushing fatigue that leaves you feeling completely drained, even if you haven't done anything strenuous. It's like the energy has been sucked out of you. You could mistake this for just being run down or stressed, but if it's coupled with other symptoms, it could be a sign of a heart attack. Now, it's important to remember that these symptoms can often be mistaken for less serious conditions. You might think you're just coming down with a cold, or that you've eaten something that doesn't agree with you. But these seemingly innocent symptoms could be your body's way of telling you that your heart is in distress. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, cold sweat, nausea, lightheadedness, fatigue, especially if they're accompanied by chest discomfort or shortness of breath, don't dismiss them. Seek medical help immediately. Remember, these symptoms can be a sign of a heart attack, so don't take them lightly. Not all heart attacks present with typical symptoms. It's a statement that can be hard to wrap our heads around, especially when we've been conditioned to think of heart attacks as dramatic, chest-clutching events. But the reality is, heart attacks can be much more subtle and can present with atypical symptoms that are easy to overlook. Let's start with unexplained fatigue. We're not talking about the usual tiredness that comes after a long day. This is an unusual, overwhelming sense of exhaustion that might come on suddenly and persist even after you've had rest. It's like your body is running a marathon without moving an inch. Next is dizziness. It's a feeling of being lightheaded or unsteady that doesn't go away after sitting down. It's like you're on a merry-go-round that just won't stop. Dizziness can be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, and it's something that should never be ignored. Another surprising symptom is jaw pain. This isn't just your typical toothache or jaw discomfort. It's a sudden, sharp pain in the lower part of your jaw that might come and go. The pain might even spread to your neck or back. It can be a sign that your heart is struggling to get oxygen-rich blood to where it needs to go. Now, it's important to note that these symptoms can be caused by a variety of conditions, not just heart attacks. But if you're experiencing any of these symptoms and they're not going away, it's critical to seek medical help immediately. Even if you think it's unrelated to your heart, it's better to be safe than sorry. Remember, heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, and early detection can make all the difference. So, if something doesn't feel right, don't brush it off. Listen to your body. It knows when something's up. These unusual symptoms can be just as serious as the typical ones, so don't dismiss them. Your heart is too important to take chances with. Recognizing the early warning signs of a heart attack can save lives. We've taken a journey today, exploring the crucial signs that could indicate a heart attack is happening. Now let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We began with chest discomfort, the most common symptom of a heart attack. A sensation of pressure, squeezing, fullness, or pain in the center of your chest that lasts for more than a few minutes or comes and goes is a major red flag. But remember, not every heart attack presents with this classic symptom. Next, we discuss shortness of breath. This can occur with or without chest discomfort and is another key sign that something may be wrong with your heart. It's important to note that this could feel like you've just run a marathon, even if you've been stationary. Then we delved into other physical symptoms. These can include breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, lightheadedness, or experiencing discomfort in other parts of the upper body, such as the arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. While these symptoms can be associated with many conditions, in the context of other signs, they may indicate a heart attack. We also touched on atypical symptoms. These are the symptoms that don't fit the classic mold of what we expect a heart attack to look like. They can include extreme fatigue, dizziness, and even flu-like symptoms. These can be particularly tricky to identify, especially in women who often experience these less recognized symptoms. The key takeaway here is that if you or someone else are experiencing any combination of these symptoms, it's vital to seek immediate medical attention. Don't wait to see if the symptoms will pass. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your heart. So, that wraps up our discussion on recognizing the early warning signs of a heart attack. Remember, every minute counts when it comes to a heart attack. Stay vigilant and take care of your heart.